My name is Brian Moore. I'm Emeritus Professor at the University of Cambridge. Emeritus means that I officially retired some years ago, but I have still remained active in research and in writing. Now, this book was initially conceived by Hashir Oz, the first author of the book, but he asked me to cooperate with him in writing the book. And the book is intended to help people who suffer from tinnitus, who are bothered by tinnitus. Now, many people, perhaps 20 or 25% of the population, have tinnitus some of the time, but most people are not bothered by it. It doesn't disrupt their everyday lives. But a small percentage of people have really bothersome tinnitus that disrupts their everyday life, prevents them from enjoying life, prevents them from doing their work adequately, and so on. So the book is aimed at those people. Now, it's possible to get treatment for tinnitus through the National Health Service, but there are relatively few centres that do this, and those centres have long waiting lists. So there are many people who don't have ready access to any form of treatment or therapy for tinnitus. And our goal in producing this book was to help such people. So essentially, it's a guide to helping yourself deal with tinnitus. And we start with the basic concept that's well accepted that at present, there is no cure for tinnitus. There's no pill you can take that will make tinnitus go away. There's no injection you can have. There's no surgery you can have. And so the only treatments are basically therapy treatments that are helping you to deal with the tinnitus. And this particular book is based on something called cognitive behavioral therapy, which is a psychological approach which aims to help you deal with the tinnitus and live with it adequately. We don't promise that the tinnitus will go away as a result of this, of reading the book or going through the program in the book, but we hope that the book will help you to actually deal with the tinnitus so that you can learn to live with it. And this involves modifying your own thought processes about the tinnitus, and that's what cognitive behavioral therapy is about. And we start with the idea that people are distressed by tinnitus because it feeds back into various other things. The tinnitus may evoke sensations of fear or agitation or anger, and these emotions may in turn feed into bodily sensations. You may have a raised heartbeat, you may perspire, generally you may feel twinges in your stomach, typical of anxiety, and this may make your tinnitus worse, and the whole thing goes around in a vicious cycle. And the therapy is aimed at breaking that cycle via this process of cognitive behavioral therapy. I won't go into all those details about how it's done, but the idea is that if you follow the program of therapy in the book, you can evaluate your process as you go, your progress as you go along. There are various questionnaires that you can fill in to see how you're doing and to convince you that things are improving as you proceed with the therapy. So as you learn to deal with the tinnitus and not become so stressed by it, you don't concentrate on the tinnitus so much. It is no longer the focus of attention, and eventually it fades away into the background so that most of the time you're not even aware of the tinnitus. You're concentrating on other things around you. And that our ultimate goal is to reach that stage.